Good afternoon, my forest friends. I know it's afternoon because the forest critters running around have calmed down. It's a lot quieter than it was before. You might hear a bird or two, but you don't hear the chipmunks going through the leaves or a rabbit hopping around or frogs or anything. They actually go into shaded areas during high noon because it's hot and they don't like it. The reason why I'm making this video today is because I spent the night with a friend of mine who moved to a new forest south of my village. And I woke up and he'd already gone out to go hunting, and I need to get back to my village. So I need to figure out which direction is north, because this is a forest I have never frequented. We're gonna do that with a solar compass today. And I'm gonna set that up and we'll be able to discover which way is north. Okay, to set up our solar compass, we're gonna need two items, which are real easy to find throughout the forest. One is gonna be a long stick and one is going to be a shorter stick. And we're gonna set these up and the shadow is gonna tell us which way is north. To set up our solar compass, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our large stick and place it in the ground. As you see here, we've had to set up some rocks because this is a very gravelly area. So getting the stick in was a little bit of a problem. This is the shadow that we're gonna be concentrating on, okay? This point where the shadow is. A few things can happen. This point can go this way. This point can go this way. This point can go further out, or this point can go further in to the stick. So we're gonna mark that. Right where it's at. So now I know where it started at. I'm gonna give it some time and walk around the forest, because this is a beautiful forest that my friend moved to. So I just wanna check out the environment. While I was waiting for the shadows to move on my shadow compass, I was walking around the forest, just taking in the beauty, and I saw some moss on a tree, and it made me chuckle because the dwarves have this myth that has spread through the humans like a wildfire. And this myth is that moss only grows on the north side of the tree. Over to my right, I have a tree with moss facing me. And then over on my left, I have a tree with moss facing me. The fact is, moss grows where the most shade is at, not on the north side. So if you're to follow this rule, you would be running around the forest like a chicken with your head cut off. All right, we've waited about 20 minutes using our sand timer that I had. We can notice that the shadow has now tracked in this direction. If you also listen, you can hear more birds making noises and chipmunks actually running across that log over there. That's telling you that it's afternoon because it was quiet and then it picked up again. So we know that the sun tracks from east to west. So this shadow is now tracking east. If the sun was coming up over in this direction, it would have tracked differently. So with that, we know this is west. The stick is pointing west, and this is east. So north is right on over that way. So all I have to do is cross over that couple of hills and I should be in my village.